I just want to extend also my thanks to the two chairs. Really, Jim and Kelly have done a great job, and selfless sacrifice and meetings and tireless time that they've put in is really appreciated by all of us. And I just want to extend my thanks to both of you for all of your service. And why don't we give them another greetings from 38B, where all the women are strong, the men are good looking, the children are above average. Mrs. Dean is in Washington, D.C. today, so she can't be here. She sends her best. She is running for national office for her specialty, so she's thrown her hat in the ring for a national office for American College of Obstetrics and Gynecologists. And so she is in an election again, just coming off of one. My daughter Marta is here, who is helping out a little bit earlier, and she gave me a text in November that was a very nice text that just said, "I voted for you." At least she said she did. So that was her first election, and my son Jack is here with his friend Calvin. So we are trying to lower the average age at the BPOU here today and get some young energy. We're very excited for these young folks to be here for the next generation of Minnesotans who are really going to take over. We really want to just thank everybody who helped out in the last election, not just on behalf of me, but also on behalf of Linda. Senator Chamberlain helped out as well for both of us, but Representative Runbeck and I really benefited from all the selfless encouragement, help, and work from everybody in this room and beyond that allowed both of us to not only campaign in our districts, but also outside. For our 38B, we had a very aggressive goal, 55%. We exceeded that. We also, something I'm very, very proud of, we also campaigned for Jeff Johnson very strongly in our district, and we had over 9,000 votes for Jeff Johnson in 38B. Now, just to put that into perspective, in St. Cloud, the House candidates, combined Democrat and Republican, had 10,500 votes. So there was only 4 other House districts with a higher Jeff Johnson vote than 38B. And if you think of how many more districts from Carver County and Wright County and all across the state of Minnesota that have a lot bigger Republican index, really shows that we got people to turn out. We got people to turn out and vote for me and also for Jeff Johnson. Really helped out the Republican ticket, and it just is a lot of attribute to the people who were out there, not just working for me or working for this or that, but also working for the Republican team. Really appreciate that. And moving forward, that's a great sign for moving forward. I can just tell you that the occupant at the mansion on Summit Avenue is perplexed. He's not happy, and you just kind of wonder why sometimes. We had a $34.34 billion budget. Governor Dayton came out with a $42 billion budget. That's a 25% increase in the state's budget in less than 2 years. Now we've discovered that we have more money. So the governor would like to spend that on top of the $42 billion. You'd think that if you've over-collected that much money, that maybe you'd want to get it back. But actually, the governor is talking about spending the additional money and also raising taxes, raising a gas tax. So I'm not sure where he's getting his information, but I'm not hearing that as I'm traveling around the state of Minnesota. I think those taxes are over-collected, and I liken it to finding someone's wallet. If you find somebody's wallet, you give them the wallet back. You don't give them half the money back and then expect them to pat you on the back. Minnesota is growing too fast. We've over-collected, and we need to give the money back. I think it's pretty simple. So I think if we're moving forward, if we can't kind of get that down, we're in trouble. The state of Minnesota has been very generous, and the businesses and taxpayers of the state of Minnesota are very generous. I've got a couple bills that I'm working on that I like to call in the basket of Minnesota nice. I want to make Minnesota a better place to stay, a better place to move your family to, from, a better place to grow your business, and a place to come back to. Now, I talked to a constituent, and she said she's now a Florida resident, like a lot of my constituents are, and she said she's worried that we're not going to be able to come back to Minnesota if Bob's cancer comes back. We can't come back and get health care back in the state of Minnesota because they're going to come after us because those will come against our days in the state of Minnesota. So I said, are we really doing that? If somebody comes back here to get chemotherapy, are we really telling them that the Minnesota Department of Revenue is going to go after them? And the answer is yes. So I have a bill that says that if you come to Minnesota for health care, that the Minnesota Department of Revenue is going to get off your back. And I'd like to be able to say that to other businesses that have left the state as well. That if you come back to Minnesota, the Minnesota is going to get off your back. We're going to be a little nicer and a little friendlier to the folks who are out there. Minnesota has become, our government is obese, it's crabby, it's flabby, and it needs to get nicer. So that's what I'm working on this year. I'm the chair of the Health and Human Services Committee, where we are really looking at ways to spend money better and to try to spend less money all over the state of Minnesota. We're going to become a lot friendlier and a lot better, run the ship a lot better. So we really are encouraged moving forward. I think we can win statewide in 2018 and 2016 and beyond. I think we have excellent chances of retaining the House. But what I tell my friends in the House, I've been in the majority, I've been in the minority. People say, well, you got the majority, you know, now you're going to be able to do this, and you're going to be able to lower taxes. And some friends in my caucus say, you know, we can't do that. We won't look. We need to spend more money here, and we need to spend more money there. We can't give the money back, and we need to do this. And you know, my message to them is, if you're worried that much about keeping the majority, you will lose it. You need to stand up for the principles of the people who put you here. You need to really move forward and say, this is where we want to move the state that's different from the other side. With that, I think we are going to have turnout in greater Minnesota and turnout in suburban and the core, and we're going to be successful. So that's the key, and I think with leadership that you have here with Roger and with Linda, I think really are well represented, and it's a big deal when you have Republicans on both sides and your senator. It really provides a lot of better opportunity. So with that, I want to thank you, every one of you, for all that you've done for Roger, for Linda, and for me. We really, really, truly appreciate it. Thank you very much.